Yo, what is up everybody? It is Chimpso here, back again with another League of Legends gameplay commentary. And today we are playing Jhin in the mid lane. Yes, I'm playing the new champion. Not something that I normally play, marksman. I'm obviously a tank player most of the time, an AP tank player at that, so playing an AD squishy immobile marksman isn't really what I do, but I saw some gameplay videos of him, thought he was really fun. Obviously, I don't have a PBE account being down here in the fucking Australia, so too much ping to play on PBE. So I waited for him to come to live, and this was my third game on him, I believe. Playing in mid lane because I think he's a better mid laner than a bottom laner. He just has the kit and the he's not really sustained damage. He's more bursty. And I think all the supports that would be good with him are really out of meta. So like Annie, Leona, Taric, you know, they're all out of meta supports. No one really plays them. But that'll be pretty good for him in conjunction with his W. But I'll explain that in a moment. So, why do I like Jhin? Well, because he's not some flashy, faggoty, you know, vain sort of shit. You know, what all the cool kids try and play to be Gosu. He's really just, you know, a sniper. You just sit at the back, you just shoot things. That's all you do. There's no fancy maneuvering. There's no, you know, all this fancy orb walking that's really hard to learn. No, you have a fixed attack speed that I'm pretty sure stays below 1 the entire game. So he's pretty easy to kite with, and he's basically a pretty simple champion to learn. But positioning is everything with Jhin, which is why I'll explain the boot choice that I get this game. I'm a bit of a contrarian in the boot choice that I go. But I'll spend most of this laning phase explaining what my thoughts on the champion and what to build on him and all that, because this laning phase is pretty damn fucking boring. We're just gonna farm. 2 marksmen in the mid lane. We're pretty much just gonna get our farm on and just farm this whole laning phase. Which is fine with me. I'm a farmy sort of guy, so that's all fine. But anyways, runes and masteries, I go armor reds, because you can go AD if you want, but I personally think that Jhin gains so much AD that armor pen is just worth it later on. More armor pen means way more damage than the AD would give you. So I'll just go flat armor pen in my reds. Armor seals, obviously. What do I go in my quints? I go attack damage quints, just you know, for early game last hitting and all that. And then I go 6 cooldown reduction per level glyphs to give me 10% cooldown reduction at level 18. And I just go 3 magic resist at level 18 glyphs. Now you can go flat magic resist if you like. I was facing a lot of AD opponents, so I just decided to go magic resist per level these games. But yeah, if you're going to play a Blanc, you probably want to take flat magic resist. You probably don't even want to take the cooldown reduction and just go for that magic resist. Because you're, like I said, you're squishy, you're immobile. You will get shit on by assassins. But you can zone them out early on. You know, things like, maybe not LeBlanc, but you know, Fizz, Zed. You can zone them out early on really hard, try and get a kill on them pre-level 6, and you can use that to snowball out of control. He's pretty crazy like that. But let's go over the items that I build on Jhin, or the items that I like building. Now, there are a few variations that you can go, obviously, but in my opinion, the safest trifecta of items to build on Jhin, like if you just want a consistent build to go every game that will give you results: Infinity Edge, Rapid Fire Cannon, Essence Reaver. Those 3 items are my core build on Jhin. They pretty much just do everything you need. You rush the Infinity Edge, get that extra crit damage. You know, Jin's all about the crits with the four shots, with the last one critting. So IE is obviously a great choice on him. I played with a Jhin on my team not long ago who didn't build IE at all. So I don't need IE. Yeah, don't be like that. You want to build IE on Jhin. Rapid Fire Cannon obviously is great because of Jin's passive. Jin's passive, his attack speed doesn't increase from any items or anything. He only has his base attack speed and the attack speed that he gains per level. So any attack speed you build in items is converted into attack damage at a percentage instead. And the same thing with critical chance. He still gains critical chance, but it's also converted into attack damage. So Jhin can easily get, you know, 600-700 attack damage late game. It's pretty damn crazy. And with these 3 items, you will probably have about 550 to 600 attack damage, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you have a lot of AD on Jhin. He's not, you know, attack speed at all. He's all about just raw physical damage. So yeah, Infinity Edge obviously for those enhanced crits. You also got Rapid Fire Cannon, like I said, because he gets attack speed from it, he gets crit chance from it. Both of those things give him AD as well, and he also gets that the longer range passive, which is great on Jhin. If you queue up, if you got that last shot queued, walk around a bit and just shoot someone in the face with it, it really fucking hurts. Essence Reaver is just great because he spams abilities a lot, so, and his cooldowns are pretty short as well. So Dancing Grenade, his Q, if you have 40% cooldown reduction, that goes down to a 3-second cooldown late game, so it's pretty crazy. So Essence Reaver is just a great choice because of the, you know, you can get 30% cooldown reduction from it if you have crit chance from other items, which you will get from Infinity Edge and Rapid Fire Cannon. So once you pick up that Essence Reaver after those 2 items, you'll have, you know, 30 cooldown reduction from that, and then whatever cooldown reduction you've gained per level. So anyways, let's go over Jin's abilities. So his passive, pretty simple. Well, not pretty simple actually at all, but I'm sure you've all heard what it does. Basically, he has 4 shots in his gun, and the 4th shot he fires will always be a crit. It does a fuck ton of damage, but obviously he needs to reload after those 4 shots. So, you know, Graves, but with 4 shots basically. And then obviously the second part of his kit, as I already explained, is the fact that he does not gain attack speed, and he gains bonus AD from both attack speed and crit chance. His Q, the Dancing Grenade, is actually a really good ability. I like it. There's quite a bit of tactical depth to it. It's pretty fun to use, actually. Basically, you know, you throw out a projectile. It's targeted, not a skill shot, at a minion or an enemy champion, and it'll bounce to 3 other enemies, including that person. So it hits 4 enemies at once. And if it kills an enemy, the next bounce does more damage. So what you can do is, you can, you know, throw it on the back line of caster creeps that are low, bounce to 1 caster creep, then another, and if it kills all 3 of those caster creeps and then heads onto the enemy champion, the enemy mid laner, it will do so much fucking damage. It is insane. The damage increases by 35% for every enemy it kills. His W is, it's a skill shot, and it's one of the longest range damaging, I think it is the longest range damaging ability in the game. Just want to point out here, actually, I fail a little bit. I use my cleanse, which I don't know if it ends up getting me the kill here, but Jhin walks back into range, which basically gives me the kill. So, yeah, I took cleanse this game. This is a blind pick, obviously. Normal's not taking him to ranked at all yet, and he's still, you know, new champion. So I just took cleanse because I was sick of getting annoyed by play against a Fizz another game, so I didn't want to deal with that. But yeah, cleanse is pretty much useless this game. As you're seeing, cleanse and blind pick isn't that good. But anyways, W. Here's Deadly Flourish, the W. Now, it's got an interesting mechanic on it. Like I said, it is just a skill shot, very long range skill shot. Think of a Jinx Zap, almost. It's pretty much like that, but the width is very thin, and it's a long range skill shot. It has a big indicator on the ground so people can see it. The damage it does isn't insane, but what you can actually do with it is it will snare an enemy for a set amount that increases with level if an allied champion has auto-attacked them or if Jhin has auto-attacked them. It can also, the little mark on them will also proc if they walk into one of Jin's traps, which is E, and I'll get to that in a second. But basically, it's a really great ability. It gives you some crowd control in your kit. And, you know, let's say an ally's fighting an enemy far away. You can use it to, you know, snare the enemy, hold them out in a fight, and then pop your ult and then just blast them from long range. Which is also why I like him mid lane, because, you know, he can use all of his shit. Like, you know, if your ally's getting into a fight in the jungle, you know, your ally got invaded, you can very easily help out with a W from mid lane. It's pretty damn good. But yeah, that's his W. The damage isn't amazing, but it's more the utility of it, honestly. His E now is interesting ability. Basically, they're like Caitlyn traps, but they have a much larger trigger range, and they don't, well, they do immediately apply a CC, but it's not a hard CC. If an enemy steps in onto one of his traps, they will be slowed for a decent amount, and the trap will, you know, do its little thing for a moment, and if they stay in the radius of the trap, it will explode. It will explode anyway, but if they're in the radius when it explodes, it does quite a bit of damage. And also, them triggering the trap, they don't have to stay in the explosion to do this, they just have to trigger the trap. Them triggering the trap will also give them a mark to allow them to be stunned by Jin's W. So, what you can actually do, minions will trigger this trap as well, so you can use it to clear minion waves a bit. The damage it does is quite crazy. But it's a very good idea to just place them on the sides of the lane, just where you think the enemy jungler would have to walk through to come get you. And it's very good to help stop jungle ganks, because, you know, jungler will come in, trigger a trap, you just chuck your W on them, walk away. Oh, one more component of Jin's passive I forgot to mention as well. He gains a short burst of movement speed every time he crits somebody, which is also very nice. Now, his ultimate, You can see me using the traps there to block off a path the enemy might come. I'm just working on this mid lane here because, what's her name? Quinn, pretty sure Quinn was bot lane, doing something, so I'm just going to work on this mid lane tower. But his ultimate, the iconic Jhin ultimate that everyone was hyped about. You know, he turns into a little sniper dude. He can fire 4 shots in a cone. He can cancel his ultimate, and he'll get 10% of the, I die here stupidly by going back in. That was a bad idea. But if I'd used my W there, I wasn't aware my W was back on cooldown. But if I used my W on there and tagged her with that, I reckon Quinn would have lived here. But whatever, it's all good. So yeah, his ultimate, you set up your sniper rifle, you're stationary, you can fire 4 shots. Each shot that hits an enemy reveals them for a short amount of time, slows them for a short amount of time, and the 4th shot does a lot of damage. The 4th shot does a huge... There's 8 long swords on the enemy team right now. Oh god, the AD carry meta. I hope it ends soon. but yeah, it's a very, very fun ultimate to use. You get that big zoomed out view as you saw before, albeit briefly because I died immediately after using it. But yeah, the 4th shot does a lot of damage, massive crit, so you're really rewarded for landing that final shot. But anyways, I've just been farming it up in the mid lane, some action that's going on, you know, got killed, but we got the kill in return. Now just pushing it out because Quinn's missing. Jhin, you'd think that Jhin doesn't have very good tower pushing pressure because he has no attack speed, but like I said before, he makes up with it with raw attack damage, so he can push towers down just fine. Problem is he has to reload while he's attacking the tower, so he has that downtime, but you can use that reload time to, you know, throw a grenade on minions or something. Now, I do have a little combo for clearing waves with Jhin. Basically, you use your W through the minion wave. You need to make sure it hits all 3 of the caster creeps. Then you run to the caster creep right at the end, drop your dancing grenade on that end caster creep. It'll kill that one, kill another one, and then bounce onto a melee creep and then kill that one as well with the amplified damage. So it's a pretty good wave clear combo. Jin's W does decrease damage to minions, so it's not amazing for clearing waves on its own, but in conjunction with this Q, obviously, it's very good. And also, it will go through minions and hit to stop at the first enemy champion hit, if you didn't figure that out already. So, yeah, just wasted a dancing grenade there by just chucking it on a minion that wasn't in range. It doesn't have the biggest cooldown, but okay, see that was quite a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure I think that was 3. That's a lot of damage. And here I'm going to try and kill her with my ultimate, but she's unfortunately going to flash the final shot. That's fine though, blew the flash. That would have killed her easily if that final shot had hit. His ultimate also does % health missing damage, so keep that in mind. You can use it for executing people, but it's also good for setting up a fight. If, you know, an enemy squishy is maybe a bit too far forward, it's very good for that. Our Quinn comes in and kills their Quinn. I didn't see, I was blinded. What happened? I flashed out just in case, you know, she had ignite up and could kill me under tower. I took a tower shot or something, so didn't want to risk that. But you see the wave clear combo. I don't use it on the back one there. Sometimes it's better to use it on the front one if you're tanking the minions just to get out of there faster. But yeah, you know, you chuck your W on the back line, throw your Q, and it's going to kill every caster creep at least. So decent wave clear combo. Oh, did I forget to mention masteries? Masteries I take 18, 12, 21. Fucking hell, this ain't season 5 anymore, Chimpso. I take 18, 12, 0, going for Warlord's Bloodlust, I think it is. Yes, it's Warlord's Bloodlust, I'm pretty sure. The one that gives you healing on crit. Honestly, not the... Well, I mean, I'd probably think it is the best mastery on Jhin, but it's not an amazing mastery overall. The mastery tree isn't that good for Jhin. No keystone is really that amazing on him, in my opinion. You can go Thunderlords, obviously, if you want to try and get an early kill, maybe with Ignite. But I personally prefer to go that Warlord's Bloodlust just for that healing on crit, especially later on. Now, you notice I went Swiftness Boots here. This is where I deviate from a lot of people who play Jhin. People will tend to go either cooldown reduction. Okay, yeah, see that there? That was a 4 kill Q right there. That's a lot of damage. That's like 400 damage. But yeah, a lot of people like to go Berserker Greaves on Jhin, which is good. You know, Berserker Greaves, they give you attack speed. Obviously, it doesn't help, but it, you know, converts to AD, percentage AD. So you can go that if you want. But, oh, you can also go Ionian Boots if you feel like it. Gives you cooldown reduction, good for Jhin, but since I get 40% cooldown reduction because of my runes and Essence Reaver anyway, I find that I don't need them. So I go Swiftness Boots instead. And the reason I go them is because Jhin is very immobile, and he doesn't, you know, need Berserker Greaves. So I prefer to have that extra movement speed to just be able to run around the fight more, because he is very reliant on positioning. So that's just what I prefer after playing him a bit. But, you know, you can decide. Choose whatever boot option fits you, obviously. Continue farming. I'm laying down traps in areas that I expect enemies to come. The traps are on a they're on an ammo system. You can store 2 at a time, and at rank 1 I believe it takes like 27 seconds to store one. So yeah, it takes quite a while, but you know, they're invisible and they can block off an area like that pretty easily. So not as amazing as Caitlyn traps, but they still get the job done. There's the combo again. Once again, I don't use it on the back creep like I should be. If you use it on the back creep, it will kill one of the melee creeps as well, so it saves you a bit of time.
I provide catharsis for my clients.
Now, a little trick you can do with the chickens here. What you can actually do is, if you shoot one of the small chickens once and then chuck your Q, it'll kill all 3 of the small chickens. So, if you're someone who doesn't want to steal the big one from your jungler, or if you do want to steal it and you just want more damage on the big one, then you can do that. Here, I chuck my W out, kills Quinn quite easily, and then I use my ult, and I'm just trying to pick off kills here. Get the kill on the enemy Jhin. And unfortunately, Rek'Sai gets out of my cone of fire, so I can't quite pick her off. But 2 kills for me there. It's going to really help. And we secure the dragon.
I am a slave to this passion.
Head back to mid lane. Push it out. Jin's very easy to farm with. If you can't farm on Jhin, mate, you can't farm on anyone. Like, seriously. It's like farming on Zed. It's ridiculously easy. He just has so much attack damage. It's really hard to miss last hits. So, you know, once you get, you know, a BF sword or just, you know, a couple of items, basic small items, it's basically impossible to miss CS. Gonna be going to that rapid fire cannon next. Consider going for a BF sword, but, you know, going these gives me only about 20-ish AD, but it gives me some crit chance. And I obviously want to build into rapid fire cannon anyway, so I might as well get it as soon as possible. But yeah, could have gotten a BF sword there. Maybe gone for the Essence Reaver second. Would have still worked.
No poet's words could match my craft.
But like if anything better to do, I'm just going to continue going into mid lane and keep farming. Jin's not the best roamer. He relies on his range, basically. So, you know, you can roam, but he's slow as well. He's not ridiculously slow. He has 335 base movement speed, I believe. So the slowest is like 325. So he's not slow, not ridiculously slow. But he is slow. If he had 325 movement speed, God, that would be terrible. That's, you know, Callista's movement speed. Obviously, that's to balance her freaking dashes, but yeah. Here, Quinn auto-attacks the Rek'Sai, so I get the stun on him with my W and just pick him off with the ult. Pretty simple right there. And we're going to pick off the enemy Jhin as well. I'm going to get a shot in on this enemy Quinn. I'm going to get an assist on that. Yeah, it's pretty simple. He's not really an insanely difficult champion to play. You know, he's not. Basically, trap placement and positioning are the main things you want to learn him. See, that there is good trap placement. Those 2 traps right there. Blocks off a choke point. If you've got an even smaller choke point, like the choke point between 2 towers, you can drop 2 traps really quickly, and then enemy will trigger 1 trap, then another, and they'll be slowed fucking forever. So you can do that as well. But yeah, traps, using to block off paths. Anyone who wants to walk through is going to get slowed. They stay in there, they're going to take damage. So if they run through the path, see, you know, your team there, and they try to run back, they have to run back through the slow field and take a bunch of damage. And those traps, like I said, do a lot of damage. I believe they do like 1.1 your AD. It's pretty crazy. So you don't want to be caught in those when, you know, you're up against a champion who has all this AD like Jhin, who can get, you know, 600-700 AP by the end of the AD by the end of the game. So not something you want to happen. Here I'm trying to get shots in. I don't want to get jumped on. If I get jumped on, I'll just die. Pop my ult here. Get the kill on the enemy Jhin. I'm pretty sure my red buff got that one. So, with the ultimate shot. Yeah, I think I got the red buff on him from one of my auto attacks before, and then my ultimate shot got him low enough for the red buff to kill. Pretty funny. Now here I make a bit of a dubious choice. I go for the blue buff. I expect my team to back out here, but they keep going. So I'm like, oh shit, well, I'm already here. I might as well get it. So I'm going to get the blue buff. If I was in this fight, team probably would have won it a bit more convincingly. We do win the fight, I guess. But we don't really, like, we don't stomp it. Here, you're going to see the power of Jhin's W, how long range it is. Sona's going to chase after this Rek'Sai. And she's going to flash over the wall here, get vision of him, and see you later, nerd. There you go. It doesn't do all that much damage, but it has a very long range. A very long range, so you can use it to snipe kills like that. See that grenade bounced at him after 4 bounces and it didn't do much? If I'd gotten a single shot on those, I'm gonna kill him here, by the way. Simple flash Q auto attack. If I'd gotten one auto attack on one of those caster creeps and then threw my Q, it would have done so much more damage to him. It would have killed all of them. The damage amplification from killing the first one would have meant it would one-shot the others, and you know, would have done a sizable chunk to him. Gonna start trying to work down this tower, but we don't really have minions to work with, so not much we can do. Just gonna sit around sort of auto attacking it oddly. We have 380 carries, League of 80 carries at the moment, so we can sort of do that. But Quinn goes bot lane, so we're not actually gonna be able to push it down. Ezreal's gonna try, but I'm gonna derp a bit. He's gonna tank it for a bit, expecting me to like shoot at it, but I don't because I'm retarded. So we just both sort of walk away on perilously low health, but that's alright. We're applying a lot of pressure. Quinn's pushing bot, so it's all good. Pop my ult there, pick off Quinn, who's worth like no gold at this point. We farmed it up in laning phase, but she really let us go outside of laning phase and got wrecked, so not too bad. I run away here because Jhin's got his ult out, so I ran out of range of it. Ezreal's pretty much taken no damage from it because Jhin's pretty underfed. I'm going to try and chase down Rek'Sai, but not going to happen. Throw my trap in the creeps just to try and get the damage on them. And it does quite a bit of damage, as you can see. Yeah, here I do it. I'm like, alright, yeah, let's get this tower. And Ezreal's like, let's get the tower, let's get the tower. If I just stayed there and auto-attacked it, we would have gotten it, but that's alright. So good. It's not a sliver of health. We'll come kill it later. Grab the Raptors here and go back. I'll be able to outright buy an Essence Reaver for 3,600 gold, so easy. Easy game, easy life. And my cooldown reduction now is going to shoot up to 38%. Essence Reaver is a very good item on Jhin once you have some crit already. It's it just gives so much cooldown reduction, and like I said, he benefits quite well from cooldown reduction because his cooldowns aren't really that high. As I said before, his Q, 3-second cooldown once you get to max rank on it and 40% CDR. Not much at all. Sorry, but anyways, after you get those 3 items, it's really up to you what you want to go next. Mercurial Scimitar is always a safe buy. You know, having that CC reduction is always helpful, especially if you're a very immobile champion like Jhin. But you can also go for things like a Runarn's Hurricane that gives you a lot of bonus AD, as well as, you know, the ability to fucking hit 3 enemies at once. Or, you know, Phantom Dancer as well, lots of bonus AD from that. And the crit chance is great as well. Pretty sure that would get you to 100% crit. I haven't tried it on him yet, but it would work. And obviously, you know, Giant Slayer, Lord Dominic's Regards, the Last Whisper items to help out against the tanks if you need, you need that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the game. They're going to surrender very soon here. I'm placing, you know, traps in front of the tower here in case anyone tries to come through, but I conveniently forget that minions trigger the traps. And there we go. That's the game. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Jhin's very fun. I'll definitely be playing more of him in the future. Also, as a Singe main, I'm happy because Singe will completely dumpster this guy. Filling into Rylai's poison, this guy's not going nowhere. No chance for him to escape, so very eager to play against him as Singed. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Sorry for the black screen here at the end. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more League of Legends content, and I'll catch you all in the next video.